Alright. Sock versus Lin on Eco Isles.
Ready to work. Ready to work. Ready to work. Job done.
Archmage for Sock. Standard hero choice.
Ready to work.
Is it going to be a Farseer or a Blade Master for Lin? And the hero is the Farseer. Alright. So despite Eco Isles being a very good map for Blade Master where you can find multiple claws, he's deciding to go for Farseer instead, as the first footman for Sock is scouting towards the Orc main. The Farseer is moving towards the human base instantly together with a grant for some harass. And Sock is already building an arcane tower, but is not gonna be ready in time to deal with the first wave of harass, so he's gonna have to micro his peasants. Oh, he needs to cancel this water elemental, nice. Nicely done. And he got the close of attack, perfect item for the Archmage to put more right clicks into this key in Farseer. Retreating with the footman, both of them, instead of putting the damage into the Farseer. I feel like you can just retreat with the hurt footman and use the other two to attack the Farseer, but maybe doesn't want to take too much damage. So he's just turtling for the time being next to his base. But this footman is still in the group and is still absorbing some damage.
Our forces are under attack.
And he's gonna lose that footman in the end. And his creeping is stuck at level 1 now. It's not going for any burrow cancel. The orc is comfortably attacking. And I don't know why he's not being aggressive here. That's just one grunt. It's not like he has two of them. He's got only one grunt. He can never break this main since he has militia. So he could just go and attack the burrow. But he's not doing that. So this is what the Farseer wants. Just buy time for the tech, delay the creeping. And against this style you have to be aggressive and go for the burrow cancels, pretty much like we saw in the games from Romantic, where Romantic was totally ignoring the Farseer, just going for the burrow cancels here. Because if it was like 3 grunts, then you cannot ignore that, because they can just kill the farm and enter your base and wreck everything, but that was only one grunt for a long time. There was all the time in the world to come here and cancel the burrow or the tier 2 buildings, preventing them from going up. You can comfortably defend with militia only. But of course his tech would have been delayed as well. But this way he's stuck at level 1 forever. I guess he's going rifles, so he's expecting Wyvern play. But it's going to be Wyvern and Walkers, or Raider Walkers. And rifles are not that great against Raider Walker. Especially if you don't have levels and water elementals. And he's still being distracted by this Farseer. Finally gets the level 2.
Job done.
Mountain King should be ready. Is he gonna get priests or swords? By the way, good job by Sock saving those 2 hurt footies in the back of his base. But we already have the first walker and ensnare, as the first raider is already on the field. So 1 raider into ensnare and 1 walker. And as soon as he's got like a couple walkers and 1 Kodo is gonna be in shape for a fight against this army of purely rifle priests, not even sorceresses, so...
Job done.
How do you want to fight against orcs without slow?
Our forces are under attack.
Or even breakers against the AoE? I don't know. Because once this TC is level 3, then Chain Lightning and Shockwave are going to destroy the rifles. And priests don't do anything, as they just die to the Shockwave and the Chain Lightning combo, so... They are good for creeping. That's why you want to start with priests. You want to start with priests because they allow you to creep much better than sorceresses. Because obviously sorceresses don't have any healing, so... But in the fight, sorcs are better.
Job done.
Because these priests will not have the time to heal anything. So at least with the source you have the time to apply the slow. So even if they die, at least they serve their purpose of slowing the orc. So you can find the hero kills, but... Priests usually are the first units to die to the chain wave, which is the combo of chain lightning and shockwave. Boom, first shockwave. Not that impressive, as the TC is only level 2 but almost level 3, and the lightning shield is hurting a lot actually. Very good job by Sock spreading all of his rifles, minimizing the damage from the shockwave. But nothing is really dying for Lin thanks to the Spirit Link. Nice ensnare, getting rid of the first rifle, and that's the level 3 for the TC. Now all of a sudden shockwave is getting stronger and stronger, but 1 raider falls. Militia is helping a lot, but Lin is cleaning up those rifles. Level 2 now on the Mountain King with a very nice item. He got the Greater Healing, so he can tank. He's in no danger of dying. Uses the Greater Healing right now, but look at how much time and focus fire Sock needs to invest in order to kill just 1 grunt. Just 1 grunt. They don't even have armor upgrades, but because of the Spirit Link being so strong, and this TC is carrying hard. So even with the clothes, he struggled to find kills. Just imagine if he didn't have the clothes, it would have been even worse. Only 38 food for Sock, 43 already for Lin. He's trying to go for the Merc, Sock is. But Lin is going for the main. Does he have pillage? He must have pillage, right?
We're under attack.
So Sock will not be able to even start this camp basically. So I think like what Lin did right in this game was constantly poking and threatening an engagement and then running away. That's very annoying, because as a human you want to creep. And this kind of playstyle doesn't allow you to creep. The orc is just dancing around, wasting your time and even expanding behind this. Sock needs to somehow get this MK level 3 and get a good engagement. Of course, not losing the Archmage, absolutely necessary.
Our town is under attack.
Is he gonna cancel this tower? No. As the damage. Oh, it did! I think Lin cancelled it. The Water Elemental didn't get the kill, but Lin cancelled it in order to save the tower from the next push. Otherwise it would be too low HP. We have Bolt, so this Grunt is dead. Doesn't want to use the mana though. Good choice by Sock. Calculating that he could still get the kill without investing the Bolt. So this Mountain King is almost full mana with a nice Ring of Protection, which is not a bad item for the MK. Boots of Speed on the Archmage, I don't know why. Normally you want to give the boots to the MK, I think it's a mistake to keep those boots on the Archmage. He's going for the level 3 MK before pushing. Maybe even counter expanding, alright.
Work complete.
He's going for the counter expo here.
We're under attack.
Solo creeping the MK as he should be. Finally level 3. And he actually has a nice 50-foot army with 2-0 upgrades. I really like the upgrades on these rifles. They are not to be underestimated now. As Lin was investing in the expansion, so still not 50 foot. But he should be catching up soon. And this tower really helps a lot. If he gets 2, I feel like 1 is not enough, but if he gets 2, this expo is gonna be protected. So he definitely needed to keep that 1 up. And he needs to keep this 1 alive or this expansion is gonna be in danger. But we have a lot of... This army is scary. This is a scary orc army. Now we have... Oh, he broke upkeep. He's at 58 now. All of a sudden. But 2 units are still in production. So on the field we have something like a 50-ish foot army. It's still scary because the TC is level 4. And I feel like he can't carry by himself. Look at this shockwave chain lightning combo. Everything is about to fall. Sock needs a scroll heal. Yes, a scroll heal. A healing scroll. He uses it right now. TC under pressure. Water Elemental tanking a lot of damage. But the next chain wave is going to wreck this human army. Yeah, he needs to get out of here. As the Mountain King gets snared and falls just at the last second. That's so unfortunate, so unlucky for Sock. I feel like if he manages to keep the Mountain King alive, he still has a chance because of the expo, but losing the hero is just a massive downer now for Sock. The MK is the carry for the human in the late game. You don't want to lose that hero. Pretty much, in most cases when you lose the MK you've lost the game. Unless you have like a level 6 Archmage and you can turn into a base race or something, because without the MK you cannot take a fight ever. And it's going to take him forever to get this hero back. I think he needs to cancel and go to the tavern and rebuy. He cannot allow himself to play without the MK. There's no way. I think he's gonna cancel this. Come on, cancel it. Cancel it. It's not kinda... Okay, cancels it now. Very close. And now he definitely has the resources to go for the tavern rebuy. He's sending a priest in the middle to get the Mountain King back.
Our forces are under attack.
But can the Mountain King connect with the army? He's not gonna have any mana. So you almost never want to rebuy at the tavern if you don't have a mana pot or something. And he's gonna lose his main. Even without upgrades, that's enough. Gets the main, town portals out. And Sock is at 44. It's still a decent army, everything is red for Lin.
Research complete.
But Lin is mass producing now.
We're under attack.
Wasting no time. Going at 66. He can even buy mercenaries. I feel like he can buy an ogre. He can buy a berserker, and there's no way that Sock could ever win a fight with the supply disadvantage. And he's gonna get mercenaries now. That's the right call. Gets the berserker, double berserker. Doesn't get the ogre mauler, interestingly. I feel like he can block with that a lot, but doesn't even need that. He's a 69. He has Spirit Link, which is all the tankiness that he needs. Nothing will die to those. Or if you lose the Mount King like that, then it's over. Yeah, Mount King way too up front, out of position, and that's the game. Big mistake by Sok, but even if he microed properly, the game was over with the Mount King loss here, which was very unfortunate. This fight was already desperate before starting it. GG.